What's up, folks? Welcome to Fibroid Fridays here at Great Black Detox TV. This is the show where you guys have an opportunity to ask Dr.Amsu about the actual fibro elimination kit and all the things that it does with regards to the health of Black women and their reproductive organs, or just detoxing in general, or even health in general.
I know you've been.
See, you have a question? We can try.
Hi, yes, I'm gonna make it quick. What are your thoughts about medical cannabis? Not smoking, but just the use of it.
What are the properties? What's the constituent?
What's the grade
of that? What's the grade of it? Is it a natural, or has it been something that's grown that has enhanced the THC or the CBD or whatever? What is it?
It would be what's grown naturally.
Are you sure?
No, because now, you can buy it from different places. But even if the person is able to grow it themselves, what are your thoughts about that for certain problems like pain, chronic pain? So
natural weed, right? Indica or sativas, right? There's like 3 natural forms of weed, and everything else is a GMO, is genetically modified, and it depends on the Frankensteinization, if that's a word.
I like it. We're going to use it. Coin that. Can we
hashtag that? Right? Will determine the effects, the side effects. So there are extracts, like there are powerful medicinal properties in all weed, right? That's grown, and they're doing extracts, right? So in fact, there's equipment we have here at our facility that was created for extraction processes for the weed industry. And we found out, you know what? We can actually use these to make our herbs, right? But extraction means that you are removing some properties and keeping what you want. So THC is supposed to be at the highest 1%, right? And CBD is supposed to be 10, 15% CBD. And there are 112, 113 properties, that chemical properties in weed. Now, all of them have medicine, even THC has medicinal value, but THC is a psychotic, it's a psychotropic drug or chemical. So it causes you to hear voices and what have you. So it depends on how that weed is made up, what are the properties, and what are the percentages. So if you're dealing with natural sativa or natural indica, and there's one more, I can't remember the name of it, right? Weed that's grown wild in like Jamaica, Cali weed and all that, right? It's less potent, but the medicinal value is way higher, right? And it's used as a tea. You eat it or whatever. Now, from you smoke anything, it becomes dangerous because now you're dealing with PAHCs, polyaromatic hydrocarbons. Whenever you burn any substance, you're going to produce those, right? Very carcinogenic, highly carcinogenic. But you have to, if you're going to take weed for medicinal purposes, you have to do your research on that specific strain that you are going to be ingesting, right? To find out what's in it and what's the percentages. Because a lot of Black people like to say that, weed is great for you and it's medicine and all that. And then, all right, what's they start talking about purple haze and, whatever, all these fancy names. And it's a different, this is going to give you a high that you're going to see green dudes coming up over the horizon. It's like, I don't want none of that. I ain't trying to smoke that. I'm trying to ingest any of that, right? Something that makes you, chills you out, right? Something that chills you out, that calms your nerves. And it depends on what you're doing. What kind of medicine do you need? Is it because you have seizures and it's to calm your nerves? Or is it something that you're feeling depressed, that you want to no longer feel depressed, that you're trying to feel happy? You're looking for a buzz. So it depends. And then and that's the difference between like a sativa and an indica. You know, it gives you a different type of effect. But when they start hybridizing, right, the hybridization starts to take place, and they, you know, hide male plant from female plant. Female plant produces higher THC because, you know, they're sexually frustrated, right? And they start producing, you know, and they're taking it from the bud, which when I was a kid, smoking the bud will, you know, will mad you, you say, right? Turn you mad, make you start hearing voices and stuff, right? That's what they're selling people now, is the bud, not the no longer the leaf. It's the bud, because there's more THC, and then they're extracting THC, they're making edibles, right? And they're now using the THC, putting it with syrup and making lean. It's getting out of hand. And I was talking about this the other day, that with the legalization of weed, they're no longer going to have to, you know, to make you a criminal, to lock you up. They're just going to lock you up because now you're doolally. You're mentally ill, and they will section you in a heartbeat. A court order from a judge. He's no longer responsible for his behavior or his faculties. All right, we're putting him into a home. We're going to lock you up. So if they're decriminalizing it, but they're going to section, you know, you're going to be sectioned by the effects of it. So you have to be very careful what's being sold, what you're ingesting. I noticed when I was saying that, certain people kind of perked up because all on I smoke weed, innit?
I know you've been, I know you